Hi, Darin Mangum here, the PPM Attorney. Talking today again about opportunity zones. Some of my other videos that you can watch talk about what opportunity zones are, and in all of these videos, I'm going to include a link to an interactive map that you can zoom in, and it's kind of a cool map. You can zoom in and check out which census tracts are currently designated as opportunity zones, and see if if your business, or maybe it's a real estate project that you're doing, is maybe inside of an opportunity zone. Um, and so certainly that's a very, very helpful map. Um, in some of the other videos, we talked about what are opportunity zone funds, how they're structured, and all of that. You can feel free to watch those other videos. In today's video, I wanted to talk about some of the tax incentives that are part of the Opportunity Zone program that certainly investors would certainly look at. Again, this is not tax advice. Obviously, everybody's tax situation is different. You definitely want to talk to your own tax advisor, but these are general rules that are, guidelines that are set forth in the statute, and so I'm just basically explaining those to you. And certainly any kind of specific project, you definitely want to get competent counsel, regardless of whether you hire us or not, to help you out with it. But you definitely want to get good counsel. But anyway, I wanted to talk about some of the tax incentives that are there. The big advantage for investors to invest in an opportunity zone fund or opportunity zone property is deferral of capital gains. Let's say the investor is looking to defer their capital gains. Let's say they made a bunch of money in the stock market. Let's say they have a big capital gains bill that they're trying to defer. They basically have 180 days to invest into an opportunity zone fund or an opportunity zone property. And so, as long as they, from the date that the capital gain is incurred, they have 180 days to then put those funds into an opportunity zone fund or opportunity zone property. And as long as they do that, they don't incur any tax bill, and so they're able to defer those capital gains. There's no, they don't have to pay it and try to recapture it later. It's automatically deferred, and then and so as long as they hold on to that investment inside that opportunity zone for at least 5 years, then they're able to defer. The basis of their investment is able to be increased by 10%, meaning that they're only liable for up to 90% of that capital gains. If they're able to hold on to the investment for 7 years, then it's deferred by their basis increased by another 5%. If they hold on to and so they're able to, but they're also able to defer their capital gains till December 31st of 2026. That's when they would need to pay on those capital gains. However, if they hold on to the investment for longer than 10 years, then they're able to, any sort of income, the idea is that the income that they're receiving off of the opportunity zone investment, obviously anything, if they're holding on to that for longer than 10 years, then that certainly can offset any sort of capital gains tax that they may owe. And so, possibly they could owe potentially zero tax on that capital gain. Any kind of income that they're receiving off of the opportunity zone property, it faces no capital gains. And so, big tax incentives for investors to look at. Certainly, when again, if you're an investor looking at this, you definitely want to check out your own tax situation. But if you're an entrepreneur trying to attract capital, certainly it's a great feature if in fact you are in an opportunity zone and it qualifies to attract investors and obviously highlight those features. if they're, again, investing in your company stock, if they're investing in your fund, what have you. So anyway, really great tax incentives for that, and certainly something that all investors and entrepreneurs need to consider. Hopefully this content is helpful to you. If you like this content, please feel free to like it or subscribe to my channel, share it with other people, or obviously if we can help you with your particular Opportunity Zone fund and answer any further questions you have, feel free to reach out and give me a call, and we're happy to help you. You can obviously go to my website and reach out at any time. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.